Hello there, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be celebrating 1 year on YouTube, and I'm going to be talking about some of the highs and lows, lessons learned, and I'm going to be giving some advice to new YouTubers out there. I'm also going to be talking about what's coming for the next year on the channel. Right, let's just get into the numbers. Now, total views, 479,714. Subscribers at this moment, I'm on 1,817 subscribers. And for me, this is fantastic because for my first year on YouTube, I set a goal of 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, very grateful. So big thanks for that, guys. And watch hours, I've got 10,787 watch hours. So for those that you're interested in monetizing on YouTube, what you need to do is you need to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. For me, I got my watch hours much earlier than my subscribers. I think when I got to 1,000 subscribers, I think I was on about 5,000 watch hours. Again, though, massive thank you, guys. It really means a lot of people are watching my videos and listening to what I'm saying. When I've talked to other YouTubers, this is probably the biggest difficulty for people. They kind of make a video, put a lot of effort into it, think it's great, put it out there, and it gets no kind of response. This does happen from time to time. So if you are starting out a YouTube channel or you're thinking about doing this, be prepared that you might do a video that you think is going to go viral and nobody's going to watch it. And this is why, again, you should be doing it for yourself. Do something you're interested in. So I never feel like if I have a video and it's not done very well, I never look back and think, oh, I've wasted my time doing this, or I shouldn't have done this, just because I had a really good time doing it and I enjoyed myself doing it anyway. For an example, I went to Russia to see my in-laws and I filmed quite a few videos up in Russia, and these for me were some of my best content. And they just got a few hundred views, that's it. And it can be a lot of things to do with this. It can be, I think in Russia it's quite difficult at the moment with YouTube anyway, but also, I've done similar videos in Thailand. I made one just the other week where I was walking the train tracks in Bangkok. And again, this last time I checked, this had about 250 to 300 views. Just have to stop every now and again because the boats are coming past and they're very noisy. But very beautiful. Getting back to my video about the train tracks, very interesting, like walking down the train tracks. I thought this is very good, some nice videography there. I thought the story was quite nice. And again, not so many views. And I think you've just kind of got to keep on moving on, keep on making videos and not focus on the ones that are not doing so well, and don't be too self-critical. I mean, if you're happy with a video, how it is, then just keep on going. And for me, it's quite easy because when a video's gone out, I'm already well into making the next one anyway, so I'm more focused on this. So it's nice if a video gets lots of views, but at the same time, it's a nice experience that I've had too, so I don't feel like I've lost anything. On the other side of the coin, there are some videos that you just kind of think, gonna get a few views, not many, will really, really take off. So I'll be looking at my top 3 best performing videos in this part, and I'll be telling you why I think they've done well, and I'll just be describing the video a little bit. So my highest performing video to date is from the Southeast Asian Games. These were amazing, and I've made a full playlist about this, guys, if you're interested to see the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand. Absolutely fantastic experience. My highest performing video is from the opening ceremony there, actually, and it's all free. FIFA could learn a lot here. All the tickets for all the events in the Southeast Asian Games were free. So the video did very well because the opening ceremony, it was an amazing spectacle. Huge interest, obviously, in that. And I think, in a way, the video did pretty well, honestly, just because there was some border tensions at the time with Cambodia. So I had the most comments I've ever had on a video, and unfortunately, a lot of them were quite negative from some Cambodians, but then at the same time, there were lots of Thais commenting. I don't really like to get views like this, but at the same time, you might find this if you've made a video about like something that's been controversial at the time, then you are going to get a variety of different kind of opinions. And for a lot of YouTube, this is why you see a lot of clickbait, because they're trying to provoke people, which this is not something I ever intend to do. I don't really try to elicit comments like this, but you will see many YouTube videos like this is why the scam videos are popular, because they know they're going to get people's interest and they're going to get other people, locals, coming and saying, well, this is not true, this is not true. So unfortunately, it's just the way it is. My second best performing video was the royal ploughing ceremony. And this was one of those, a perfect example where I thought it might gain a little bit of local interest and I might get a few hundred views, but it was an experience I really wanted to do because I've seen it on the news many times. And the ploughing ceremony, it marks the start of the rice season when they start planting rice. The reason why I think the video did so well, there's so little content about the royal ploughing ceremony. And I didn't see a single video on there, someone actually doing the event, which is amazing for me. Huge spectacle. It's every year. So if you get a chance to go, again, it's free to go, guys. So you just have to bring your passport or your ID, get down there really early to get a good seat. And yeah, for me, one of the most interesting events I've ever been to in Thailand. Coming in at number 3 was 29 nightlife spots around Nana. Now, this is unsurprisingly done quite well, guys, because there's not that much bar content coming out of Bangkok, which I'm quite surprised at because the nightlife is the best in the world. For me, I think it's the most complete guide of bars and restaurants in the Nana Asok area there is to date. Not all heroes wear capes, guys. A few people have asked me why don't I do more nightlife videos or why don't I just exclusively do nightlife videos, and I really obviously do enjoy doing them, but I didn't really want to create that kind of channel because I thought I would be going out like maybe 4 to 5 times a week. I'm going out maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I think I'd be going out 4 to 5 times a week and I'd be feeling that I have to go out to make a video. And that's the reason why I'm not getting heavily into one niche. Like I like making videos about food, but I don't want to make every single video about food. I like making videos about sports, but I'm not going to make every video about sports. So you've got to do something for yourself, guys. And if you're really into one thing, that's ideal. If you're very extremely passionate about like sports, for example, you set up a sports channel, then it's going to be great for you. You can enjoy yourself and everything's going to be about sports. But for me, I like to do a variety of events and different events. And I don't want to be like tied down just to doing like videos about one subject. So when it comes to the hardest part of YouTube, like I mentioned before, when the videos don't do so well, that's quite a difficult point for a lot of people, but I would say just keep going through that. A lot of people, they struggle with some of the negative comments, but for me, I don't really mind that so much myself because I think, if someone doesn't like something, fair enough, we're all different and people are not going to like some of the things you're putting out there, and for me, that's totally fine. I think the right way to go into it is like allow yourself to be criticized. And if someone says, I don't like, so for example, I've gone to a restaurant and people say, that restaurant's really bad. I'm like, well, fair enough if you think that, it's up to you. I've not had to delete any comments, and I have had some people that are like attacking quite a lot, but it's just part of it, really. My advice would be, you can just, if you feel like someone's trolling you, then just troll them back. Like if I think I've got this kind of comment, I'll just put like a few like emojis. And then generally that triggers them a bit more. I mean, you're just going to get like 10 comments, which is just going to boost your video. So, that's the way I would approach it. Another thing people talk about is consistency and motivation, having to get the videos out. For myself, I set like a target of 2 videos a week, every Monday and every Friday. And I've been able to do that every week without fail for the course of the year. And I've even put out a few extra ones on the odd Wednesday, the odd Saturday when there's been an event I went to. So that's been really good, but that might be something that if you are starting out, you might struggle with. So my advice to any new YouTubers is have like 4 to 5 videos kind of before you start going out there. And then just always stay ahead, a couple of weeks ahead with your videos. And that makes it easier. Then for me, if I want to take a week off or 2 weeks off filming, I'll just plow ahead with the videos and I'll do an extra video for a few weeks. And then I can give myself a holiday like this. Now, what I would do differently, I mean, I don't really think there's anything that I would do differently, not being very arrogant around anything. I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes when I've been doing certain things on YouTube. especially with equipment and things like this. But it's allowed me to learn from that and improve. So it'd be hard for me to say, would I do things differently? Because I'm quite happy with the point I'm at now. But if I was looking at it from solely increasing subscribers and getting more watch time and building a channel, my advice to people is to choose a niche. Now, when I was talking about like the bar videos and nightlife videos, they do very well on YouTube, for me anyway. And I could have got into that niche, and if I did stay in that niche, I feel I would have had probably double the amount of subscribers by now. But again, that's not something I do differently because, like I mentioned before, it's not for me. But if I was starting a YouTube channel, my advice would be pick something that you're really passionate about and just build your audience like this. Keep advancing in the same area and improving like this. And like as an example on my channel, what hurts a lot of my videos is I might do a video about nightlife in Bangkok, and I might do the next video, it'll be about temples. So all my temple content will go out to people who watch my nightlife video, and they're just not interested in that usually anyway. So this is why doing it like I do, you are going to struggle more. But it's up to you. Make it about yourself and think about what you want to do, and that's the main thing, really. A lot of people here, when they ask what we do differently, they'll say, "Oh, I should have started sooner." And to an extent, yes, that would be. I probably should have started sooner in a way, but I don't really feel so because, like I said before, if I would have started sooner, I would have been going day one in Bangkok and taking it to like pad Thai places and saying what the best pad Thai is. And I think the style of the channel would be a lot different. But a lot of people do like that journey where you're following someone who's brand new. And I notice on a lot of videos, a lot of the comment section, you're going to get more comments on a YouTube video the more things you get wrong. And I do see people are making videos, and I do think that a lot of the things they're doing, they're actually getting things wrong on purpose just to elicit these comments. So think about that, guys. I think people do like the progression videos where they'll follow someone from day one all the way to living there for a few years, and it is quite nice. But for me, I'd rather try to give you better advice on videos. I try to sort of like show things from at least a little bit of experience. So when I say this is a good restaurant, I've eaten in like 5 or 6 restaurants around the area, you know, like, whereas if I was doing it like day one, you kind of go, oh, this is a good restaurant, but you've got no basis for comparison. So I don't really think it makes such good content, in my opinion, but many people will disagree with that one. I've been traveling now for about 20 years, and I had the idea to maybe start a YouTube channel, but I didn't really want to start it in a place that I wasn't really in love with. And I didn't want to give like the hard sell. So I'm either kind of ignoring all the negatives and just glossing over that, or making negative videos. And that's really something that I didn't want to do. But when I came to Bangkok, it just made sense. For me, I think Bangkok's the best city in the world. Thailand's the best country. So it's easy to make positive videos showing how good the country is. Okay, so what's coming up next year on the channel? Now, my goal for next year is to hit 10,000 subscribers. I think this is probably going to be even more difficult than the first year, but at the same time, I'd rather set a more difficult goal than an easy one. Also, from September, I'm going to be taking trips out of Bangkok. So there's going to be one trip every month to somewhere around Bangkok, and I'm going to maybe stay for 1 or 2 nights, and I'll show you a little bit about that. Very excited. I've been planning already some of the places I'm going to go to, so expect lots more content of Ben out of Bangkok. Another thing I didn't really mention is one of the greatest things about YouTube is over this course of the year, I've been doing some collabs with other YouTubers, which has been really nice. I've got to meet some of like the big YouTubers in Bangkok who I really respect and really like the videos. So that's also been very fantastic. I've got a couple of great collabs lined up in the next couple of months, guys, so stay tuned for that. Another thing I'll be doing is once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be organizing monthly meetups for subscribers. So, well, I think it's going to be a monthly or bi-monthly, depending on the kind of demand. So what I'll do is I'll pick like a restaurant somewhere around Central, probably Star, and then I'll put it up on my channel. So if you are interested in coming to one of these meetups, you're more than welcome. Okay guys, so that's it for me today. I really recommend you come and stay here in Bannai Bangkok Noi. This is such a beautiful area, Thailand, and I'll be making a couple of videos to show you what kind of things are in the area. The guest house is lovely. It's like a perfect escape. Very nice. So feel free, guys, to add any comments at the bottom. If you've got any questions for me about the channel or just Thailand in general, feel free to ask anytime. Like I said before, I'll always respond to the comments on the channel. So really appreciate your support of the year, guys. And thank you once again. See you in the next one.